Here's Ted Cruz. Also, they're all sort of like out there right now talking about the Supreme Court pick and how unjust it is. Why does every Supreme Court justice have to be a black woman? Why are we just reserving this spot for a black woman when so many white guys are being denied the opportunity to be Supreme Court justice? Here's Ted Cruz.
Biden, the fact that he's willing to make a promise at the outset that it must be a black woman, I got to say that's offensive.
Right.
You know, black women are what, 6% of the U.S. population? He's saying to 94% of Americans, I don't give a damn about you. You are ineligible. And he's also saying it's actually an insult to black women. If he came and said, I'm going to put the best jurist on the court, and he looked at a number of people and he ended up nominating a black woman, he could credibly say, okay, I'm nominating the person who's most qualified. He's not even pretending to say that. He's saying, if you're a white guy, tough luck. If you're a white woman, tough luck. You don't qualify. If you're Merrick Garland, all right, how much does it suck to be Merrick Garland? He's literally got to sit here and be told at the outset, he is ineligible.
You're out.
Because, sorry, wrong skin pigment and wrong Y chromosome. And it's just, it is an example how Democrats, and particularly the far left, everything is race, everything is that they will discriminate based on race, they will pigeonhole you, they don't care about the independent, the individual.
Independent, yeah. Wonder who he was going for with that pitch.
He's just so concerned about Merrick Garland's feelings. You know, I mean,
it's also 94% of the population. There's a lot. I mean, 94% of the population are not going to be Supreme Court justices.
That's true. I love the idea that in the years before, when he blocked Merrick Garland from, he was a part of the Republican coalition that blocked Merrick Garland from having a seat on the Supreme Court. Now he's just very, very up in arms that Merrick Garland will be denied that opportunity.
No opportunity. I'm
crying so hard for the Attorney General of the United States. When can this guy get a break?
I want to just address his whole point is that as if there is a best jurist in the country right now. Somewhere there is one person.
They're so good at judging stuff.
One person who is so indisputably the best judge based upon some type of nebulous criteria, because there is a metric in which you can actually measure in a vacuum what a great jurist is. And there's only one, and that person is going to be denied because it turns out they are coincidentally not a black woman. And of course, you know, Amy Coney Barrett was the best jurist in the country, which was why Donald Trump put her on the first federal judiciary. She was not a judge until a couple of years ago. But he knew, even based upon the fact that she had never actually even judged anything, that she was the best jurist in the country.
She just has so much natural, raw
judginess,
judicial talent, right?
Judicially.
She's a raw draft prospect, but you can justify taking her first.
But she can't possibly be raw. She's fully formed. That is the way it works with judges. And it's an amazing talent that someone has to be able to look at someone, whether they're a judge or not. You don't have to be a lawyer. You don't have to be a judge. I mean, you can be a law professor. You can be a politician. I think politicians can make great judges. We've seen that throughout our history. What is really unique is having someone like a president who can look out into the sea of people who live in this country, 300 million people, and almost like seeing a flaw in the matrix, their head sticks up.
You are the chosen one.
You are the best jurist in the country.
You are the earthly vessel for all that is judgment.
You're the LeBron James of being on the Supreme Court.
You're the MVJ, most valuable judge. And also, there's so much there. His decision to speak for all black women was also funny to me.
He's just being an ally.
They were so offended too. You
He's
could
being
tell.
an ally.
It's an insult to black women. Black women, maybe, write in IMS. Does Ted Cruz speak for you?
I also just say, we mentioned this in the Clyburn thing. We'd prefer it to be about, corporate versus worker power, where the judges stand on that. But just to put this in history, the only thing different about this is now we've decided that this is the thing we're going to take issue with instead of talking about other stuff. So September 20th, 2020, Donald Trump rallied in North Carolina 2 days after Ginsburg died. It will be a woman, a very talented, very brilliant woman. We haven't chosen yet, but we have numerous women on the list. So.
50% of the country completely wiped out.
And I'm sitting here why can't I be considered?
You know what? I mean, I remember being upset, and I wasn't sure how you were handling it, knowing that there was no way you were going to be the Supreme Court justice because Trump had said it's going to be a woman.
And I also went undrafted this year in the NBA draft. So.
What do you even say to Saul?
He's not going to be
Right?
the Supreme Court justice.
You like when it's not even the content of his character. It's the color of his skin and the gender that he's chosen.
He's just not even in contention.
It's like little boys in this country, little white boys, they can't succeed anymore.